The police headquarters PRO issued a press release. I think all of you got a copy of that. Have you got a copy of that?
Yes.
So, basically, I thought I'll just, some of the doubts you raised, so one or two I'll clarify, and I'm open to any question. The background to this incident. You're aware that the recent bomb blast at Laimukra on the 10th August, which the HNLC claimed, and also the 14 July blast at Clariot, which was witnessed in a police reserve. During the investigation of these two cases, we found incontrovertible evidence. I emphasize incontrovertible evidence of the involvement of Shri Chesterfield Thankinu, especially in the Clariot bomb blast case. And we also found his involvement and links to the Shillong blast case. This was the background on which our teams, yesterday night, one team from led by the SP East Jaintia Hills, and one team under the SP Traffic was looking after the law and order also of Shillong. These two officers with small force, they searched with a view to search his house and to arrest him, take him into custody. When they entered his house, there was resistance from his side. In the melee, he tried to stab one of the constables. Purely exerting the right of private defense, one round was fired. Chesterfield Thankinu was injured in the abdomen. Unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries when he was taken to the civil hospital. Our teams have seized a firearm, the knife, and incriminating documents from the place of occurrence. Our investigation is going on. A case has been taken up under Maulai PS. There is details of 39(8)(21) under section 353/506/307 IPC. So at the moment I have these facts I want to bring to your notice. If there are any questions, I am open for it. No, there is no question of timing. It's how the the raids or search operations are done after a lot of work, and these things are not done at whims and fancies. Of course, there was an urgency because in the wake of the blast, which had taken place on the 10th, and also the threat looming large in the run-up to the 15th August celebrations in the state, it was necessary for us to expedite. Regarding the timing and all, that's how the men and the responsible officers on the ground decide. Asked him to open the road, the door, there was resistance, it was not being opened. So when they climbed up the stairs and when the door was open, that's where the incident took place. They made an effort to wake him up. There was no response.
Why did you pick up his two sons also?
His sons have been picked up. There is a small correction in the press release. It has been written they've been arrested. They have not been arrested, they've been taken for verification. Because we have to ascertain their role also. It's a matter of investigation, it's my privilege. I'm not supposed to reveal matters or nuances related to investigation. Investigation normally will tell you about the case details and the arrest made. How much time we took, what is the evidence and all that is, because we are under the jurisdiction of the courts, you see. I told you in the beginning, we have incontrovertible evidence of his involvement in the bomb blast. The Tenzin Kongla is, an unknown harborer who was linked with HNLC. So he was arrested.
Would there have been goods that he's informer of some?
It's a matter of investigation, I told you. It's a matter of, if you have something to tell us, we'll be too happy. If you have a contrary point of view, we are too happy to examine that. But these are all matters of investigation. The investigation is continuing. There are more people to be arrested. We know now the entire setup and the matrix of the organization. See, these things, when we discuss these things, you and me were not on the ground. You have a benefit of the hindsight that you are asking this question. I am speaking on record from the report I received from my team. Please understand that. The case has been taken up, it is under investigation. In hindsight, we can always have all kinds of, we can impute nuances. But here I am speaking on record. Please understand that. I was not on the ground, I am speaking on record. The police had to defend themselves. One shot was fired and exerting right to private defense. He also has a right to private defense. He is investigating a bona fide case where his involvement is known. There is evidence against him. No, I am not. As far as this incident is concerned, but about we are open for inquiry and our inquiry has already started.
That is police.
No, police, yeah, because I can't do a judicial inquiry.
No, not you.
As a DGP, my inquiry as per the norms of the NHRC.
Yeah.
That's all. NHRC, in such incidents of custodial violence or some alleged encounter where there is a police interface in an incident, we are supposed to follow NHRC norms, which we are following. I have only that much to say. See, the surrendered part was I see the two different things. One, surrendered General Secretary HNLC. Here, we want him in a particular case. We have evidence against him. That aspect, we are not concerned. That I know some people have brought out the rest. I am not concerned. I am only concerned about the case. I know that I have got evidence against him. I want to arrest him for that. That's all. What are his other activities in the public domain, I am not bothered. Because I am talking like a police officer. Is that clear? That's a very generic. They should come out with specific allegations. No? Like that you can say anything. How is this related to this particular investigation?
It might be.
No. Is it related to this, my investigation? I told you.
See, because the agency has been talking about this talk.
No, government says, no, don't mix up. I think you're not ready. No, please understand.
Has it been
No,
acted
let's
as a
discuss.
mediator between the
Please
parties?
understand. Let's discuss facts. The government's position was very clear that you eschew violence and come for talks. Their condition was very clear, and their position was very clear. Their position was a conditional position. Government position is very clear. You eschew and accept the surrender policy and come. You can talk anything after that. But when the other side was conditional, then there was no prospect of going further. And at the moment, as far as my this particular case is concerned, I think it's not relevant. No, this is as a DGP of the state. Why are you asking such futuristic questions?
No, people want to know because they want to live in peaceful situation.
On that you can say. You can say that at least yes, their activities have come to open. And with this investigation, we feel it's our bounden duty to let all of you know that what they were doing. There was extortion, there was demonstrative violence. They indulged in this both to keep fear alive, and that's why they were surviving. Which operation?
The morning operations.
No, of course he is aware of the operation. He's been told of the operation. I think that is slightly slightly far-fetched. Mind you, slightly far-fetched saying that they are going all over the place and triggering blast.
Of course.
No. The last incident of 10th August, you know where they put that IED? In the most innocuous tea shop. I don't know what was that threat from the tea shop. See, if you want to carry out blast like that, then anybody can carry it out.
But still, you're
No, it's not.
you're focusing on an organization.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. The way you put, it's not like that. That they carried out in police reserve. We have identified all of them. We arrested 10 of them. We know the entire case. No, we decided to arrest him because we had reached a point where we had incontrovertible evidence against him. This I am saying on record.
Before the Rhymecraft blast or after the Rhymecraft blast?
No, I am saying that the very fact that
Why was he not arrested before the Rhymecraft blast then? When you had so much of evidence against him?
no, I did not say that we knew about this before. I said the point in time and space when we were convinced, then we decided. Have you understood that? It's not very easy to arrest people, you know. The moment we were convinced, we decided to go ahead because in 15th August celebrations, was around the corner.
Send a team at 3 a.m. in the morning. Is it?
These are operational details, tactical details. These are not to be discussed in the public domain. Both the places it was very that gelatin. In Clariot it was around 7.9 kilos. They had all the time in the world to plan it. Here it was 1 kilo. Same thing, same crude method. No, I didn't get the point. We already completed the raid. The search has been, that's why we returned here. No? We got those incriminating documents and all. His sons are with us, we'll just verify. What is intelligence? I'm sorry, I'll be taking a small. Intelligence is when you have foreknowledge of something. So foreknowledge is specific. Specific foreknowledge of a bomb blast at Lai Mokhada. Nobody informed of that. We have information regarding general threats that we have to be careful. We should, and our own investigation, which we do on various organizations, HNLC being one of that. But the question you asked, that whether there was any specific information, no, it wasn't there. When we were investigating and the boys were arrested, of course, most of them were the overground cadres, but we found one of the cadres, Ranjit Kumar.
It's not a cadre, sir.
It's not a cadre. He was employed by him. The boy who lit the fuse, the drug addict, Ranjit Kumar in the Clariot blast. So they are also, now employing lumpen elements, delinquent elements like this. So it's not that they have got cadres who are doing everything. No. So we feel it's a serious matter. Something which should very seriously think of what is happening in our society. So I thought it's a good question you asked. I thought with your help these things can be focused in your papers.
So which other organization the HNLC is collaborating with? Taking with this?
In our state, no other organization.
What about
They have some front organization, but they have their own organization. We're trying our level best to address, and the problem starts when somebody makes a bomb and tries to place it in public places and all. Then it's not very easy for the police. Then it's just simply not the responsibility of the police alone. Then it's a responsibility of the community also. Then it's a responsibility of everybody. I hope you understand what I'm saying.